What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of MG Nights. I'm TieFly85, and today what I want to talk to you about is Loot Fright. It's a new crate that is available from Loot Crate. I don't know why they didn't call it Fright Crate, honestly. But as you can see up there, it is Trick or Treat is the theme of this current box, and I am super stoked that that Loot Crate decided to come out with a horror box, because it's kind of what I wanted the whole time. I was always so excited to get Loot Crate in October, because that seemed to be the only time that they added any kind of horror stuff, like, you know, Halloween or you know, Dawn of the Dead or Night of the Living Dead, or just anything that had to do with horror related stuff. So you know, I love it. So I was able to get my first box for Loot Fright. I'm so stoked. And this one's obviously, as you can see there, it's Trick or Treat. So excited for that. And a lot of you who know me know that I love horror movies, so super stoked for that overall. But let's take a peek on the inside of the box. Let me just go ahead and open it up there. You can kind of see the creepy hands grabbing at you from inside the box. Now, one of the first things up here on the top, now I just have to say, one of my favorite directors of all time of any horror movie would be George Romero. I mean, George Romero, for any of you who are horror fans or know anything about horror movies, was probably the pioneer of zombie movies. Like, just the first person to even think about, I don't know, zombie stuff, I guess. But it's crazy. He pioneered so much stuff when it comes to zombies or anything zombie movie related. So I am super stoked for this first thing coming out of the box right now, and that's from George Romero's Night of the Living Dead. Oh gosh, I love it. They won't stay dead. I mean, that is pretty freaking awesome. Now, this is the original black and white version. That was the original. The movie that actually got me hooked and addicted to zombie movies was the Night of the Living Dead remake from the 1980s. That was the color version, that they had remade it in color, and oh my goodness, I would highly recommend you guys go check it out. It's worth it. It's totally worth it. Definitely go check it out. It still stands up today compared to all the zombie movies we have now. Like, I still love the old classic zombie movies. They just were so good. Now, moving on from that, the next thing in the box is another movie that I love, and a franchise and series that has been around for quite a while, and actually started making a comeback on Showtime, and that is Evil Dead. And who doesn't love Ash and his boomstick? So seriously, if none of you have seen Evil Dead, I'd highly recommend that you guys all go check it out, because it's such a great freaking movie and show. So highly recommend it. Evil Dead, I love it. Next thing in, we do also have, so every month you do also get a pin, which I'm sure familiar with, a lot of you are probably familiar if you're familiar with the Loot Crate or any of those. But here is the current pin for this month. Looks like it's a mummy, which is pretty cool. Which I do really love the mummy and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. Another cool thing that they did add was an exclusive kind of like film scene, I guess, from Night of the Living Dead, which is pretty cool. They won't stay dead. Also, another really cool thing that they're offering are Geeky Tikis, which I'm sure a lot of you who are familiar with Loot Crate, they did these really cool tiki cups of, like, just different characters and stuff. They had the Ninja Turtles for a little while, but they are doing this really cool. So the girl who in the movie that was on that thing, but you can see they have special edition tiki cups for Night of the Living Dead, which that's so awesome. I love it. Now, another horror director that I think kind of like solidified my loving of horror movies as well would be Clive Barker. Now, a lot of you who know Clive Barker, he did, you know, Hellraiser. He did quite a few other movies, but I would probably say one of the most unknown horror movies that Clive Barker has done that I think is amazing, that everybody should see, and if you don't know this movie, you should definitely go and watch it right away, and that is Nightbreed. Clive Barker's Nightbreed. Like, oh my goodness, do I love this movie. I would highly recommend that you all definitely go check out Nightbreed by Clive Barker, because it's so amazing. And I love this book because it's histories and blood, basically, but it's the entire freaking movie like put in. It's just really cool. I love it. And it's only volume 1 too, so I assume that they're going to have several different other volumes on that, which is pretty awesome. I do love comic books, and especially horror-related comic stuff, so pretty awesome overall. One last thing that I did want to show you, and this is for Trick or Treat, and that's the shirt that I'm wearing, which actually did also come in the box as well, which is pretty freaking awesome. Love this shirt. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for there. But yeah, alrighty guys, well that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely do appreciate your time. I just have to say that I really love horror movies and all things horror related. I really do think that Loot Fright or Loot Crate, or Fright Crate, as I want to call it, is definitely probably worth it. I would probably say if you're thinking about trying to find a horror crate or something like that that's horror themed related, I would highly recommend at least giving it a shot. Give it 2 or 3 months, see if there's stuff in there within that 3 months that you love and you're just super excited about. I'd highly recommend it. If you guys come and join me for my next video, I did want to go ahead and throw out there that I don't know if a lot of you are familiar with the treasure truck that Amazon offers. It's called the treasure truck. And basically what it is, for all of you who don't know, is they'll offer special deals on special items or like exclusive things or stuff like that, and then you have to purchase it, and then they'll hold it for you at the truck, and it kind of moves around the city in different spots. So kind of a cool feature that Amazon offers that I honestly didn't even really know it existed. It was thanks to my wife that actually I even had learned about the treasure truck. But anyways, she ended up picking up something from the treasure truck that I was super excited about, and in my next video I want to go ahead and share that with you guys, but I just want to go ahead and show you the treasure truck bag, and also just as a kind of give you guys a little bit of a clue as to what it could be for any of you gamers out there. December 7th was kind of a huge day for anybody who is a gamer, and yeah, so that should give you a huge clue as to what was in that bag. But alrighty guys, well that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely do appreciate your time, and as always, remember, stay awesome.